The course roadmap is going to be talking about how this course has been structured, how many sections are there, what is the course content, and what are all the prerequisites for this training program. So we are in section 1. Just now we have introduced the trainer. Right now we are talking about what is that going to be covered in this training program. Of course, the prerequisites, which is required for the participants to have a better understanding and better value for this video-based training series. In section 2, we will talk about the traffic visibility, which will be focusing on traffic logs and monitoring the blades and traffic. Basically, the traffic log is going to be helping an administrator during the troubleshooting time. If a problem has been reported, the administrator should be comfortable in filtering out the relevant information about the incident reported. What all the filters are available? How do you apply it? Right? So that's where the traffic log is going to be helping. When it comes to Smart View Monitor, basically it is a dashboard. It's an external dashboard with which you will be able to do the live health check of all the checkpoint components integrated in your infrastructure. Like what is the amount of CPU got utilized? What is the memory got utilized? How much memory got utilized? Like that. You can also do the traffic statistics like top 10 stockers, top 10 talkers like top 10 sources, top 10 destinations, top 10 applications, right? You can also be in a position to monitor the IPsec VPN tunnels, like that's where the Smart View Monitor comes into picture. In section 3, we will talk about the virtual private network concepts and configuration. We'll start with confidentiality, integrity, availability, and how this is going to be addressed in your IPsec VPN tunnel. And proceeding that, we will be talking about the IPsec VPN tunnel establishment process. Like what is the IPsec, what is the ISAK-MP, what is the IKE, what is phase 1, what is phase 2, what all the parameters are going to be negotiated. And finally, we will end the section 3 by demonstrating a site-to-site VPN tunnel between two checkpoint gateways. In section 4, we'll talk about the identity awareness, right? Which is going to be part of your managing user access. Traditionally, we write the policies to permit the traffic based on the source destination IP and services. But in dynamic environment, it would be very difficult. We need to identify the traffic based on who is the user, from which machine this traffic got initiated, along with the source and destination IP addresses and services. That is where the identity awareness is going to be helping an administrator to identify the traffic more granular than simply using an IP addresses, right? That's where the identity awareness blade comes into picture. Cluster Excel, the high availability concepts and configuration of high availability on a gateway level, active standby configuration. There are a couple of configurations like your high availability on gateway, high availability on management server. Management server high availability and gateway servers, two different types of high availability concepts are there, like active standby and active. Management server high availability and gateway active we will be discussing in CCSE. In this training program, we will talk about the high availability concepts as well as configuring active standby on gateway. That is what the focus of your section 5. In section 6, we'll talk about the compliance blade. Now, we need to make sure that the infrastructure is compliant against certain standards, like, right? So how do we ensure that one? That is where what all the compliances are supported by your checkpoint with respect to scanning, what all the modules that you can enable. Are we compliant about PCI DSS? Like that, you will be able to verify that. Finally, we will end up the session with a smart event, right? So basically, we just need to generate the report based on the events, which would be helping the top level management in understanding what all the incidents got reported and how this is being handled, right? So that's where the section 7 is going to be focusing on. So this is what the content that we are going to be covering in this video-based training series, part 2 of your CCSA. The prerequisites for this training program, because it is part 2 of your CCSA, please make sure that you have gone through the part 1. Then if you come to this part 2, it will make more of value for the participants. Apart from that, the prerequisites are identical as like your CCSA, like basic networking concepts and basic understanding of your Unix operating systems, right? That's all. Without any further delay, let's dive into the content. Thanks for watching. See you in next section.